The crypto markets are bleeding. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. It's a tangible fog hanging heavy in the air. And Kaspa, oh Kaspa. From its towering highs in August 2024, we've witnessed a brutal 65% crash. A devastating freefall that has sent shivers down the spine of many a holder. Most people, they're selling, they're panicking, they're running for the hills. But what if I told you that the smart money, the absolute titans, the whales of the Kaspa ecosystem, they're not selling, they're doing the exact opposite. They're buying relentlessly, aggressively. What do they know that you don't? Stick around because the data we're about to reveal, it's going to shock you to your core. All right, let's be brutally honest about the current state of Kaspa. Data unearthed by the brilliant minds at Kaspa Report on X has pulled back the curtain on something truly extraordinary. They revealed that the top 10% of Kaspa wallets, these are the biggest players, the institutional holders, the OGs, the whales, have been doing something absolutely counterintuitive. For the past 3 months, while the price of Kaspa has been volatile, while it's been crashing, consolidating, and flirting with new lows, these elite wallets have been steadily, consistently, relentlessly increasing their Kaspa holdings. Think about that for a second. The price is going down, but the largest holders are buying more. This isn't just passive holding, folks. This isn't just them sitting on their assets. This signals something far deeper, something far more calculated. It screams active accumulation. They are actively scooping up Kaspa, even as the market screams sell. In fact, their percentage of the total circulating supply of Kaspa has been steadily, unequivocally rising. This is crucial. It means they're not just gaining more coins from regular emissions, the natural release of new Kaspa tokens into the system. No, they are buying more Kaspa than what's naturally being added to the system. They are aggressively taking a larger and larger piece of the Kaspa pie. The question that should be screaming in your head right now is, why? So what's going on in the minds of these whales? What secret strategy are they deploying while the rest of the market capitulates? There are a couple of possibilities, and each one tells a powerful story about their conviction. The first, and perhaps most obvious explanation, is the tried and true strategy of dollar cost averaging, or DCA. For those unfamiliar, DCA is a disciplined approach where investors buy a set amount of an asset at regular intervals, regardless of its price. If you're committed to this method, when the price dips, you automatically acquire more coins for the same amount of money. So, if these whales are simply executing a massive automated DCA strategy, it would certainly explain why their holdings grow faster during market downturns. They're simply getting a better bang for their buck. This is a smart play, no doubt. But the Kaspa report suggests something even more profound is at play here. Something that transcends mere investment strategy and points to a deeper, almost philosophical conviction. They propose that some of these top wallet holders may have undergone a fundamental shift in their thinking. Instead of judging Kaspa's value purely in terms of its dollar price, how many USD1 Kaspa is worth, they've begun to think in Kaspa terms. What does that mean? It means they're not looking at their portfolio and saying, oh, my Kaspa is worth X dollars today. Instead, their mindset is, how much Kaspa do I own? How much Kaspa can I acquire? This is a subtle but incredibly powerful psychological shift. It's a sign of profound, unshakable conviction in Kaspa's future. It suggests they view Kaspa not just as another volatile crypto asset to trade, but as a potential new form of money, a foundational store of value in its own right, independent of fiat currency fluctuations. When you start thinking in terms of Kaspa accumulation, rather than fiat profit, you're operating on a different level. You're playing the ultimate long game. For 3 months straight, these elite wallets have been operating with this Kaspa-first mindset, relentlessly piling in, oblivious to the FUD, blind to the short-term price pain. They are building their reserves, coin by coin, day by day, while the rest of the market screams in panic. But why does this specific behavior from these particular holders matter so much for you, the viewer, and for the future price of Kaspa? This isn't just an interesting anecdote, it has profound, long-term implications for the Kaspa price. Think about basic economics, supply and demand. When major holders, the ones with the deepest pockets and often the earliest insights, refuse to sell, and instead keep buying, what do? They effectively reduce the amount of Kaspa available on the open market. This creates something critical: scarcity. And scarcity, my friends, is the bedrock of value. If the available supply dwindles and if, or rather when, retail interest in Kaspa picks up again, fueled by news, technological breakthroughs, or just a broader market upturn, that's suppressed, scarce supply could act like a tightly coiled spring. The moment demand returns, that spring could unleash a powerful upward price movement. Less to buy, more people wanting to buy it. Simple yet devastatingly effective. Now the Kaspa Report team dives even deeper, exposing a layer of accumulation that, frankly, is jaw-dropping. They point out that the pace of accumulation by these top wallets is significantly faster than what can be explained by emissions alone. Remember, emissions are the natural flow of new coins, but these whales are outpacing that flow with their buying power. And here's the kicker, the element that truly screams smart money at play. They specifically highlight the second largest Kaspa wallet. This isn't just any large holder, this is a behemoth. And this single entity, it has been accumulating Kaspa at such an aggressive, rapid pace that it's actually distorting normal redistribution trends across the network. Think about that. One wallet, one entity, is buying so much Kaspa that it's changing the very dynamics of the Kaspa distribution. This isn't random. This isn't passive. This is a deliberate, high-conviction play by someone who sees something incredibly bullish about Kaspa's future. It sends an undeniable signal, a loud, clear message to anyone paying attention. Someone behind that wallet is profoundly, immensely bullish on Kaspa. Who is this whale? What do they know that compels them to act with such conviction in the face of widespread fear? The mystery deepens. So, what's the grand vision these whales are buying into? The Kaspa Report analyst, after meticulously dissecting this data, reached a truly audacious conclusion. In their view, Kaspa could become one of the most transformative monetary systems ever created. That's a bold statement, isn't it? They aren't just talking about disrupting the financial system as we know it, they're suggesting Kaspa has the potential to completely redefine it. Imagine a world where transactions are instantaneous, secure, truly decentralized, and scalable beyond anything we've seen. A monetary system built on a revolutionary block DAG architecture that solves the blockchain trilemma in a way Bitcoin and Ethereum simply cannot. That's the promise, the theoretical future, that the Kaspa Report analyst believes in. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, that sounds extreme, hyperbolic even, and perhaps it is. But here's the crucial takeaway, the ultimate piece of this puzzle that ties everything together. Actions speak louder than words. These largest Kaspa holders aren't sitting back, waiting for the price to recover, waiting for mainstream adoption, waiting for the headlines to turn green. No, they are accumulating now. So they're building their positions now, even while the market struggles, even while the price is down, and even while fear totally dominates the sentiment. Maybe, just maybe, they do know something fundamental about Kaspa's underlying technology, its impending developments, or its adoption trajectory that isn't yet public. Perhaps they have insights into the team's long-term roadmap, into strategic partnerships, or into the technical breakthroughs that are just around the corner. While the masses are selling into fear, while the noise and FUD cloud rational judgment, these titans of the crypto world are quietly, relentlessly, and strategically building their Kaspa fortunes. The question is, my viewers, what side of this story will you be on? Will you follow the herd, or will you consider the moves of the silent, knowing giants? The choice, as always, is yours. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the fascinating and frankly a bit unsettling world of Kaspa whale accumulation. If you found this analysis insightful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more in-depth crypto analysis, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And remember, this video is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Cryptocurrency investments are highly volatile and inherently risky. Do your own thorough research, consult with a financial advisor, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. This is not financial advice. Stay safe out there, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.